What's up, Jets fans? Like my fifth video in a row here, and doing a lot of offseason, a lot of draft talk, and I want to make a video standing up for our young quarterback, like I have been vehemently doing for the entire past NFL season. Right? It sounds like a typical fan. They draft the wrong guy, and you're like, "But the offensive line, he had no receivers," and you're like, "Dude, you guy just sucks." But I really think it's different this time. Like, I really think the someone might call excuses for Zach Wilson's lack of production last year are more reasons than excuses. And I really think we have our guy. But I'm going to play a game here. And uh, Colin Cowherd does this a lot where he plays these little fun comparison games. Spoiler alert, I am not Colin Cowherd. I am just a fifth grade teacher who loves the New York Jets who has a decent Wi Fi connection. So just have some fun with me. And I'm just messing around. So here we go. I'm going to give the names of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other young NFL quarterbacks. And I'm going to say whether I'm going Zach, staying with our guy, or pack, which is telling Zach Wilson to pack it up because I would fly this new guy in to take his spot if I had the opportunity. All right. First up, Zach or pack. Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going Zach. I like Tua as a college quarterback. I like him as a guy, but I just don't see the ceiling. By year two, you're going to know if you have greatness, right? By year two. And I'm hoping year two we see greatness out of Zach Wilson, but you just haven't seen it with Tua. He's a solid pro. He's above average, average to above average starter. I think he'll turn out being. But those guys who are special by year two, you're going to see it. I mean, Joe Burrow, you saw it year one. Justin Herbert, you see it right away. Sometimes you might have a clunker as a rookie season like Josh Allen, but usually by year two, you're starting to see, even by year two, you saw some of the traits that was going to make Josh Allen special. So I'm going to go Zach Wilson over Tua Tagovailoa. Next, we started in our division. Now we're staying in our stadium. Daniel Jones, Zach or Pack. I'm going Zach. And I actually think Daniel Jones he's in the draft. He was like way overdrafted and overrated, and now I actually think he's become underrated because people think he's like the worst quarterback ever. But I think he's like a really high end backup to low end bridge starter. And the Giants talk about the injuries at weapons for the Jets. Man, the Giants had it just as bad. Saquon never on the field, Ingram never on the field. Overpaid, paid a wide receiver 2 like a wide receiver 1. Tooney seems like a maybe potential bust. I don't know. But again, I'm not seeing those elite level traits. He hasn't been getting better. He's a better athlete than people give him credit for. He showed that on his really long 80-yard run where he got like sniped. Turf Monster got him at near the goal line. But I'm going Zach Wilson. I get better arm strength. I get elite arm talent with Zach Wilson. Didn't really showcase it a ton this year. They didn't call a lot of deep shots, but Zach Wilson has a mutant arm. And he can run. Had a couple highlight touchdown runs himself. So again, same reason. I like Zach better than Tua. I'm going Zach over Daniel Jones. Next up, Justin Herbert. I mean, come on. Sorry, Zach. I'm packing it up for Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert with like 2 seconds notice had to start because his training staff stabbed their starting quarterback like in the lungs with a needle. And no off season because of COVID. And the NFL's worst rated offensive line as a rookie came out and balled out. That dude's legit. Sorry, Zach. I got to pack you up for Justin Herbert. Up next, staying in our division again, Mac Jones. This was the closest one for me. But I'm going Zach. I'm going Zach over Mac Jones. Mac Jones is one of those quarterbacks. I always mess this up how you say it. It's a low ceiling, high floor. Low ceiling, high floor. Which means what he comes in as is kind of what he's going to be. I think he comes in as a average to slightly below average NFL starter. And I think he'll be that for 12, 15 years. And he'll make over $100 million doing it. And good for him. And he's got a national championship and no one could take that away from him. But he has like the arm talent. I mean, he has to float it just ever so slightly in there. If it's not all perfectly timed and anticipated, can't go off script as much. Landed in the perfect spot, obviously, impeccably coached, but I don't know, if you flip-flopped Mac Jones and Zach Wilson last year, like just picture what that would look like. And I'm picturing Zach looking better than Mac. I'm going Zach over Mac Jones. Next up, Kyler Murray. Closer than you might think. Closer than you might think, but I'm packing up for Kyler Murray. I'm going Kyler over Zach Wilson. Kyler Murray, elite, like one of the best high school football players ever. Elite in college, number 1 overall pick. Disappointed in how the season ended, and I don't love the drama on social media with the Cardinals. Feels a little immature, but I don't know his side of the story. If I'm the Cardinals, I'm not breaking out the bag for him just yet. I'm not giving him $40 million just yet. But he is an elite athlete. Him and Zach Wilson aren't actually that different. Kyler's smaller and definitely more athletic than Zach, but I think when you watch the ease of how they move and the ease of how they flick their wrist and chuck the ball 50 yards down the field, there's a couple plays this year. And when you watch like at a play action, when Zach Wilson comes out of play action and snaps his hips around and is ready to throw, I think they actually have a somewhat similar skill set. But to me, so far, Kyler Murray has proven more. So I'm packing it up for Kyler Murray over Zach Wilson. Okay, we got 2 more names. Next, Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. Zach or Pack? I'm going Zach. That one's pretty easy for me. I love Jalen Hurts. I love the leadership. You could just watch the game on mute and you're like, that dude's a leader. His teammates respect him. But he kind of is what he is as a thrower. We saw it against Tampa Bay. He's going to give you 800 yards on the ground. That's huge. That's valuable. I think having him on a rookie contract as your starter for 4 years on a second-round contract is an absolute steal. I think the talk of trading Jimmy Garoppolo and thinking his $27 million is going to be a significant upgrade over Jalen Hurts is kind of silly. I like you, Jalen, but I'm just not seeing the consistent ability to be a next level passer, to throw with timing and anticipation and to be consistently accurate that I think Zach Wilson has the potential to do and will show us in his second season. And we didn't see it from Jalen. So I'm going Zach Wilson over Jalen Hurts. Finally, Trevor Lawrence. Ooh, first overall pick versus second overall pick. Zach Wilson. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence from what they showed us as NFL players, their first season, that would tell you that Trevor Lawrence is going to be better than Zach Wilson. Because I don't have any evidence that tells me that. I mean, Zach Wilson beat Trevor Lawrence head to head, and he looked better on tape. And Trevor Lawrence had like 1 million interceptions, and Zach Wilson had his turnover problems. And Trevor Lawrence has faced just as much, if not more, adversity than Zach Wilson. And I like Trevor Lawrence. I hope the Jaguars improve. I hope we get to see Trevor Lawrence with a decent supporting cast. But right now, it's pretty close. And if it's close, I'm going with my guy. So I'm going Zach Wilson. Never claimed that this was unbiased in any way, but I did my best. So to recap, I am going to take Zach Wilson over Tua Tagovailoa, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Trevor Lawrence. And I would send Zach Wilson packing for Justin Herbert and Kyler Murray. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Where are you going, Zach? And who are you sending him packing for? Thank you for watching, and go Jets.